I've taken you a lot of interesting places all over Harford County, Cecil County, York County, Pennsylvania, Chester County, Pennsylvania. And I've discovered, as you have, there are all sorts of these exciting diamonds scattered all over the place. Some of these places that are kind of known, well, maybe they're known, maybe they're not well known, but you should know about them. And we're at one of those places today. We're at the Eden Mill Nature Center, Pilesville, Maryland in Harford County. My name is Ken Kiedrowski, and you're on location. On location, it's a beautiful day in beautiful Pilesville, Maryland, the educational and cultural hub of the world, as you all know. We're here at the Eden Mill Recreation and Nature Center, and there's fresh air. Look at the water behind us, it's wonderful. My friend here is Bryce Jacobson. Bryce.
Hi there.
Thank you for being brave enough to let us come out here to interview you today. I really appreciate it so much.
Absolutely, thanks for coming out.
All right, so we're here at the Eden Mill Center. A lot of people, especially in the Pilesville, Jarrettsville area, know about it. Maybe some other people throughout Harford County, but as you know, here on the Armstrong system, this show is also seen besides in Harford County and in Cecil County, York County, and Chester County, Pennsylvania. So how would you describe Eden Mill to all these people who aren't so familiar with Eden Mill?
So Eden Mill brings together a lot of different great park amenities. We have pavilions that you're able to rent. We have the creek, the Deer Creek that's right behind us that flows through here. Mm-hmm. We have a free or an open canoe and kayak launch. We have the Nature Center that's open. We have nature programs that run throughout the year. We have hiking trails. Just a beautiful little park in the middle of Pilesville.
And are you open all year?
Absolutely. We're open all year. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 for the Nature Center, and then Saturdays. Sundays are first and the third Sundays of each month, and the public's more than welcome to come out any day of the year, dawn till dusk.
So let's just say this at the beginning of the show, because some people might say, well, gee, we didn't know that you guys were there. Mm-hmm. So if it's a small group, a family or a small group, maybe under 15, they can just come on out and make themselves at home, right?
Absolutely. If you're a large group, we do encourage that you give us a call ahead. Yeah. But the pavilion is open and groups are more than welcome to come out and explore the park.
Right. Well, sometime during the show, we'll either get a telephone number up on the screen or mm-hmm. maybe a email address up on the screen, and so people know how to get a hold of you guys and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
So I don't know where we should start. Why don't we talk about what are some of the facilities here? I mean, now we're standing on the deck outside of the building that I know is the Nature Center.
Yes.
And I know that during the course of the program, we'll see some different scenes of the wonderful taxidermy that's in the Nature Center. Mm-hmm. So besides the Nature Center, what other buildings or points of interest are on the property?
We have our gristmill, our historic gristmill museum.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay, so the historic gristmill museum is an example of 18th and 19th century millworks. Okay. So the mill has different milling equipment that goes from the stages of the millstone all the way up to rollers that were belt fed. There's also a generator room mm-hmm. where in the early 1900s, they started to generate power from the Deer Creek, and that provided power for a number of different businesses around the area.
Yeah, I went to school today because before I started to research your facility and before I talked to you, mm-hmm. I didn't realize that dam behind us was pumping out electricity for a lot of different businesses in the general area.
Absolutely.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Edison was here to install this stuff.
It's pretty close to that time frame.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. So we got the Nature Center, the grist mill. Of course, everybody has to have a gift shop. So you get your Eden Mill souvenirs at the gift shop.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got the pavilions out there for, how big of a group can you handle in the pavilions?
Usually about 75.
Yeah.
Anything a little bit larger is doable. It's just not as comfortable. We don't have as many tables. And
Yeah, you were telling me that sometimes you get college groups coming out here and
sometimes,
business
yeah.
groups coming out here for team building activities.
Well, that's on a different location.
Oh, a different location.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's on a different Parks and Recreation location. But we do have schools that come out here. We have a number of field trips that run each spring and fall. We bring them from the regional elementary schools.
Yeah.
We also host the Harford County Envirothon every few
What's
years.
the Envirothon? That's a new word for me.
So the Envirothon is a activity that Harford County Public Schools puts on, and it's a activity where the environmental education groups come out and they do different skill sets, and it's almost a cup or a house cups style event.
I found out before we did the show that you're an old Eagle Scout, or well, a younger Eagle Scout than I am, and I'm an old Eagle Scout.
I am.
Like I told you, I got a dinosaur husbandry merit badge, and but that's another story for another show. But so you've got the. I'm interested in the nature trails you have out here.
So a lot of the nature trails, Eagle Scouts or Girl Scouts, they help out with a lot of these different maintenance pieces, or they help refurbish some of the trails. The trails are interwoven through meadows and through the floodplain of the creek and through the hills that run back behind the nature center. It gives you a really great sense for the different types of environments that are in this area.
Yeah. No, I know there's some people out there who don't believe it. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. There you go. There you are. Okay, I just have to, I have to prove a point.
Absolutely.
Some people, I have my detractors, Okay, so let's see. So you have family programs. Well, what are some of the family programs?
So some of the family programs, we run evening and early morning canoe trips. So our staff, or the Eden Mill staff and the volunteers specifically, will go out and they run different programs on the canoes. They'll talk about different ecosystem elements. They'll talk about animals that we might see on the creek. There's also
What are some of the animals you see on the creek?
So some of the animals that you'll see are beavers,
okay.
muskrats. If you're really lucky, you might see an otter.
Really? Otters?
There have been otters in the area.
Yeah.
You'll see things
Excellent.
like great blue herons, and you'll see painted turtles and red fox and deer, and there's a plethora of animals out here.
Plethora?
A plethora.
Okay. Get out your thesaurus, everybody. Okay, this is good. By the way, I'm Ken Kidrowski. This is my good buddy here, Bryce Jacobson, and this is On Location. We're at the Eden Mill Nature Center here in Pilesville, Maryland, and we'll talk about some more programs. Well, what are some adult programs?
Some of the adult programs are bird banding. And
so how do you get the birds to band? Well, what's that about?
So the bird banding, there are nets that catch the birds as they fly by. It doesn't injure the birds, but
let's not do that.
Yeah.
We don't want PETA down here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so so the birds are caught, and the bird banders will come and collect them, and they'll slowly go through, and they'll record different traits, and they will record the species, and then there's different bands that they'll put on that will help birders or researchers in the future.
What are some of the different types of birds? You'll band anything, or what are you looking to ban?
A lot of them are songbirds. I don't know if they're birding any waterfowl or anything like that. But a lot of the birds that you see are bluebirds. They are wrens or certain warbler species.
Jays?
Sometimes a jay. Yeah.
Cardinals?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to impress you.
Yeah.
Because I also had bird study merit badge. My counselor would say, "Look at that bird. What is it?" And I'd say, "Gee, I don't know." He said, "Okay, that's a whatever." And I said, "Okay." He said, "All right, check that one off your list." Okay, okay, I got that one down. Okay. How do you fund this place?
So funding it's a county parks and recreation location, but the volunteers, the Eden Mill volunteers, are really what make this place run. They're the heartbeat of this area. They keep the trails pretty, they keep the programming running, they provide a lot of the different materials and the different taxidermy that we see in the Nature Center. They run the canoe trips, they keep the canoes up to date and safe. It's really, their volunteer hours are really what keep this park in tip-top shape.
So do you need old Eagle Scouts, Boy Scouts, and Girl Scouts, or can just somebody who says, I'd like to help out, will you take them too?
Absolutely. So we can offer, there's a number of different programs or different avenues that a volunteer can take, whether it's for trail maintenance or for bird banding or canoe trips or things like that. So if we have someone that says, I like the park, I want to get involved, or if they're an old Eagle or a current Eagle Scout or a Gold Award or a Boy Scout, they are more than welcome to come out and put in an application and enjoy the park. Yep.
Right. And remember, once an Eagle Scout, always an Eagle Scout. So, like I like to keep volunteer firemen happy, talk about volunteer firemen. I like to keep the Scouts happy. Oh, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts too, okay? I don't want any letters. I love your cookies. So, all right. And we have to have a email address or a telephone number up on the screen at some point because, somebody might be recently retired and like in my case, I remember people telling me, you wait till you're retired someday, Ken. You'll be busier than when you were, a principal. And I say, that's not possible, but it's true. Yeah. It's really true.
It's not just for retirees, though. We also have our youth volunteers that help out with a lot of different programs. So our volunteer base spans a large age group.
So if you have somebody in high school who needs volunteer hours for whatever reason, either in high school or to be able to show the college that I volunteered at this or that, they can get a letter from you at some point and they have proof that they were volunteer here.
There's ways that we can show that you helped out volunteering, whether it's some of the programs that I mentioned or helping out with different activities that go on in the park.
Okay, now, is there anything, this is your chance now, because I hope that the people at home are really appreciating what they're learning about Eden Mill. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you'd really want to get out there before we say goodbye to the nice folks?
Mostly just come out, enjoy the park, come and ask questions. We're happy to answer them. If you have any interest in becoming a volunteer, definitely reach out to us or look on the edenmill.org website and come and join us at the park.
Bryce Jacobson, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for making us feel so much at home out here and teaching me about the dam. I never knew that there was pumping out electricity at one point. It's nice to be able to learn something new every day. And thank you for joining us, but stay there where you are. We're going to take a look around the facilities, and I'll be back to give the lesson review right after this. Okay, nature fans, here we go. Here's the quiz. Where were we today? Yeah, the Eden Mill Nature Center. Okay, good. And where is it? In Pilesville, Maryland, the cultural hub of the world. Okay, you remember that. Okay, and is it open all year round? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. And now if you have a family, a tiny little family, can you come out anytime? Sure you can, yeah. And it's an amazing place. In fact, in the Deer Creek, they even have otters floating around. And do you know the beavers who are in the Deer Creek are so smart that they know there's a regular dam in there already, so they don't need to build the dam because the dam's already there. And I can't believe I'm saying dam on television and they can't stop me. It's incredible. It's amazing what you can do on local cable. But anyway, you've got to come out here to the Eden Mill Nature Center, you really do. After I get done rambling here, there'll be some information telling you the email address, telephone number. Maybe you want to volunteer to be out here and work out here and under the glorious blue skies of Harford County and learn more about nature and help other people learn more about nature. So thank you for joining me here today. I'm Ken Kiedrowski, and you've been on location.